What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of my hip hop reviews. We're still doing the request series, and this request is from my man Everett Harding. He wanted me to review some West Coast classics, so I'm about to review probably one of my favorite gangster rap albums of all time. Let me put some tunes in first. Alright, and so the album I'm about to review today is MC Eiht's MC Eiht, MC Eiht featuring Compton's Most Wanted with We Come Strapped. This is basically MC Eiht's first solo album, so if y'all can see it. That's the album cover right there. Very dope album cover right there, you know what I'm saying? Alright, for those guys who don't know who MC Eiht is, he is one of the he's an MC from Compton. He got his start when he was in the group called Compton's Most Wanted, which in my opinion of a very dope gangster rap group from like West Coast, you know. In my opinion, they don't get the respect they deserve when it comes to like really West Coast artists, because the fact that you know, they were kind of overshadowed by like N.W.A. and things of that nature, and other gangster rap like N.W.A, Ice-T, and all that. Our members include MC Eiht, of course, The Chill, DJ Slip. Give me a minute. I gotta look at it. Yeah, MC Eiht, Boom Bam, The Chill, DJ Mike T, and DJ Slip. Yeah, I had to look back because I forgot some names. They dropped their first single in 1989 called It's a Compton Thing. And that following year, next year, they dropped their first album. Well, actually, no, I'm tripping. They dropped their first single, This is Compton, in 1989. Their first album is It's a Compton Thing. That album is that's a very dope album, but it's not like you can tell where they were trying to find their sound with that album, if you ask me. Then that next year, 1991, they dropped the follow-up album, Straight Checking Them, which was very huge improvement for the group. You know, they had like dope songs like Growing Up in the Hood, which was that song Growing Up in the Hood was actually part of the soundtrack for Boys in the Hood. And Boys in the Hood, yeah. And it was that was a very dope album and all that. And also around that time, MC Chill, he actually was sent to prison that same year before Say Check Them was released. And he wasn't like released until like 1994. And also like, you know, and so back in like 1982, MC Eiht, he wrote like the majority of the next album, which is Music to Drive By, which in my opinion, that's their best album in my opinion, Music to Drive By. That song had all the class like Hood Took Me Under, Hood Rat, Use a Bitch, like all that. That's one of my favorite West Coast albums like ever. I can listen to the album right now and I won't even skip a track. Then that next year, 1993, MC Eiht, he actually made his acting debut in Menace to Society, a movie I have mentioned countless times. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. You know, he did his thing in that movie. They all did the thing, but like in my opinion, Eiht, he stole the show in that movie. And that same year on the soundtrack, he dropped his first solo song, which is Straight Up Menace. Very, very good song right there. Very one of his best songs in my opinion. Actually, yeah, one of his best songs, and it was like very good, very raw song. If I do a review on Menace to Society's soundtrack, I'm definitely getting more in depth with that song though. But and so with the success of that song, he started working on his solo album, and that's how We Come Strapped came along. Which was like We Come Strapped. This album We Come Strapped. One of this is like one of the greatest gangster rap albums of all time, and everything about this album is just dark. It's funky, and like the beats, like producers include like DJ Slip, MC Eiht, and Rick Rock. But MC Eiht, he produced like the majority of the beats. And that's one thing I love about MC Eiht. Like he produces his own beats, and at the same time, like I love it when artists do shit like that. And MC Eiht, he doesn't really get the credit he deserves. And, like next to him and DJ Quick, which I'm gonna get into that in a moment, two of my favorite MCs from Compton. Like, yeah, two of my favorite MCs from Compton right there. They always like bring like a different like dimension when it comes to West Coast hip hop, cause Compton's most wanted. Like to production wise, like it'll like elevating the game with like they'll bring like all these like strings, and like their beats wasn't like always at that funky traditional West Coast sound. Like they went like more darker with it. And that's why I kind of listen to a little bit more of Compton's Most Wanted. That's why I tend to listen to a bit more Compton's Most Wanted than like N.W.A. You know what I'm saying? But give me 1 minute. What the hell is going on with this shit? Sorry about that. My iPod has been bugging out lately. Yeah. Oh, singles album's known for. It only came out with like 2 singles. It's All for the Money and G's Make the Hood Go Round. But otherwise, niggas make the hood go round. It only has like 2 guest appearances, Spice One and Redman. Yes, Redman and MC Eiht. And the label came out with is Epic Street. Alright, and this, believe it or not, this is actually his most successful album to date. Now, let me get started with some of these songs. Track number 1, Niggas That Kill. It's just an intro. It's not really anything special. Basically, it just sets the whole tone of the album. Track number 2, Death Wish 3, the intro. Listen to the intros, and it kind of introduces you to track number 3, Death Wish 3. If you're a fan, if you have followed MC Eiht, then you would know that like he and DJ Quick had like this beef going on. Like it started back in like 1991, because Compton Most Wanted was also beefing with Tim Dog around that time too. And so DJ Quick, he was coming out, he dropped Quick, his first album, Quick As A Name, and he dropped this one tape, I forgot the name of the tape, and he said something like, I'm coming for like MC Eiht. He said he was coming out, he's coming for like a lot of rappers, and I think he mentioned MC Eiht, and MC Eiht was like, he kind of took that as like a diss, so he started like, the first Death Wish, I believe, was on the Straight Checking Them album. And like, they've been like throwing shots at each other and all that. And this is the third one right here. And so the third one is, in my opinion, like the most notorious Death Wish, because of the fact like he went in on that song though. Like MC Eiht, this is what, in my opinion, one of the most underrated diss tracks of all time. Cause like, you know, a lot, people say DJ Quick won the beef, even though I kind of think that, because, you know, Dollars and Cents was like a gruesome beat diss track, but MC Eiht held his own. You know, I'm not gonna take anything away from those two. Other than Death Wish 3, very good, dope song. Track number 4, Take Two With Me. Classic song, like storytelling at its finest. Basically, the song happens like this: like MC Eiht is chilling with his homies at his crib, and the cops they're looking for, they knock on the door, and MC Eiht, he ain't going out like no sucker, so he leads the cops to like a police chase, and next you know, like once he gives up, like the cops like have him cornered and all that, and so like they shoot MC Eiht, but like MC Eiht, he shoots 2 cops, hence the title, Take Two With Me. And so you know, it's just like a very gruesome storytelling track. Classic song right there, in my opinion. Track number 5, All For The Money, which is another single too. Oh, this is the song that really made me a fan of MC Eiht. It was I loved everything about this song. Like, I love that Tyrone Davis sample. I love his flow. I love the music video was actually dope too, where it shows like a young MC Eiht. I believe it was like a young MC Eiht, you know, hustling in the streets, and then like once he grows up, you know, he has like these like mafia kind of suit though, you know, very dope video. Basically, what I got for the song All For The Money is like he's just trying to look out for himself, so he just really cares to get money. If it's like means hustling or selling drugs, you know, things of that nature. And you know, it's kind of like a sad song too, because of the fact that, you know, he's just trying to that's the way he was raised up to be, because, you know, has no like father figure and all that, you know. Very good song. Track number 6, Compton Psycho. Self-explanatory. Kind of like it's like a dark horrorcore kind of song. Basically, that's what I got from the song. Track number 7, Niggas Make the Hood Go Round. Whew, another dope song right there. Basically, it's just talking about like his ode to like the hood where he was raised at, and how cats like, you know, do whatever it takes to make it. And if you guys are listening in the background right now, coincidentally, it's MC Eiht's All For The Money. It's coincidence how that came out, you know. Track number 8, Nothing But High. It is like a little interlude kinda. Track number 9, We Come Strapped. That song is kind of like a braggadocio song, you know, saying that it's one of those don't fuck with me kind of songs, you know. Track number 10, Can I Still Kill It? Pretty interesting song right there. Basically, it's a sequel to the song Can I Kill It by Compton Most Wanted off the Straight Check'em album. And when they mean by kill it, basically talking about pussies. It's a sex song right there. Pretty cool song right there. And you know, what else about that song? Just, yeah, basically a sex song. Track number 11, Going Out Like G's. One of my favorite tracks off this album. And basically that song is just him trying to get payback after this cat like shot him, and he's just trying to get payback, and you know, he's not gonna let him get away with it. Track number 12, Nothing But the Gangsta, featuring Spice One and Redman. Hands down my favorite song off the album. It's like a lyrical kind of track. You know, Spice One, he's definitely one of my favorite MCs from the West. You know, another West Coast MC doesn't get the credit he deserves. You know, I believe because you know he's not from like South Central Compton. I think if I'm not mistaken, he's actually from Sacramento, if I'm not mistaken. And I was surprised to see Redman on an MC Eiht album, cause like you know Redman, you know, cause I think this album was actually released at a time when the East Coast West Coast bullshit was rising, and like you know, I'm glad that those two MCs had like kind of love for each other. And what else about this? You know, you're basically like a lyrical kind of track. You know, my favorite song off the album, in my opinion, the person who had the best verse, in my opinion, Spice One. He kills that song. Like, don't get me wrong, MC Eiht and Redman, they did their thing too, but Spice One murders the track. If you want to get a fan of Spice One, listen to like his first 4 albums, like self-titled, self-debut, 187, Proof, America's Nightmare, definitely America's Nightmare, his missed album, 1900 and the 1900 Slick. The Bat Book Bossellini, that was an okay album. I wasn't really too crazy about that album too much. And I think after the Black Bossellini, it was kind of like, I wasn't really checking for Spice One out like that, you know. Other than that, check out the song Nothing But a Gangsta. Track number 13, Hard Times. It's an okay song. I wasn't really too crazy about that. Track number 14, Compton Bomb. Basically, it's an ode to weed. Basically, I love the beat to that song. Is dope, like the little piano beat. Love that shit. And the last track, To the West Side, basically a little interlude. And that's all the songs off this album. Overall, this is a classic West Coast album. You know, I mean, not many people will call this album like a hip hop classic. They'll just call it a West Coast classic. This is a really dope album. Like MC Eiht really did his thing with this album, the lyricism, beats, and yeah, very very dope album. I love everything about this album. And like he went for that more darker, some of the like more darker horrorcore, like some shit you wouldn't expect from Compton Most Wanted. Yeah, very very dope album. I would highly recommend this album. My only gripe about this album is basically like the first 2 songs of this album, basically like intros, like you know what I'm saying. And that's basically my only gripe about this album. Other than that, highly recommend it. If you're a fan of Music to Drive by Compton Most Wanted, mixed in with a little bit of Spice One's America's Nightmare, you'll definitely love this album. Yeah, so this is MC Eiht's We Come Strapped. I needed to listen to Death Stress. I can't, you know, his second album too, cause like that was like around the time when like a lot of people kind of felt like he was falling off. But I'm gonna definitely check that album out. I'm gonna definitely do a review. I'm gonna try to do a review on that album by the end of the year. Yeah. Other than that, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more stuff. Peace.